Bibury has a brand new multi-tool that it is convinced goes head-to-head with the Leatherman Surge. They say on their box it has 100% quality. This is the new titanium coated Leatherman Surge clone. I have just got this from Amazon tonight. I have not seen how it actually looks yet, so this will be the first time that I get to see it. Let's go ahead and take this out of the package, see how it looks. Pretty nice. Now, in the pictures, it had almost a tan look. In real life, it does just look silver. Yeah, pretty much just a little bit duller silver than perhaps we see sometimes, but silver. It is not tan. Before we go on, this is the pouch. You have the goodies in the side, in the front, on the other side, extra wire cutters, and we'll get back to that because there's something special about those, the bit kit, and then the accessories. We've got this clip right here. Now let's get to the tool itself, because this tool, Bibury is convinced, is worth a ton more money, and the prices have really gone up dramatically. We'll see if they stay there, but they have definitely gone up. When we see Bibury right here on the side, it almost, I'm trying to figure out, I think it's almost like raised, because you can definitely feel it right there. I don't think it's engraved in there. I think it's a raised Bibury logo. Pretty much a lot of it is normal, but Bibury says this will be a lot lighter. Right out of the box, you'll notice we have a great, pretty heavy duty looking Leatherman Surge style plier head, crimper at the bottom, replaceable wire cutters, and look at this. These are those gold colored ones like you will find in the Multiper, and perhaps we should go ahead and bring this in. They give you a replaceable set of those. That's pretty awesome. I think it's just one. Yes, just one set of those, gold colored. Now they say that these are YG12, I believe. Now moving on, let's look at the outside tools, and then we'll go to the inner tools. On this side, again, like the Mulper, we have this serrated blade. This will have the cutter. Now, unfortunately, I see this a fair amount. If you can see that right there, almost looks like the metal wasn't completely cut right, if that makes sense. Looks like there's some burrs right there. You might need to use just a very small sharpening rod and perhaps clean that up. Otherwise, it looks really nice. On this side is the Damascus knife blade. This will be 7CR17 is what they say. Pretty nice looking blade, very familiar. Reminds me of the Mulper. These are the scissors. Let's do a little cutting test with the scissors. I've got to push them all the way in till the spring clicks. Yeah, these are fantastic. It's been a little while since I've tested scissors that felt this beefy. They do cut right through. Well, I thought they did. They were just getting bound up, I guess. Go through here. Yeah, they slice right through. Very nice. Big fan of that. Let's cut the paracord again. Sometimes I feel like you can cut through some stuff and these scissors get pretty dull. We're right back to cutting paracord. Definitely a fan of the scissors. If you're curious about some very thin material, this is a little bit of twine. Yeah, it seems to have a pretty good cutting edge geometry. These scissors just feel very confident in the hand. On the other side is the T-shank adapter. Keep in mind, this is not the same size as the Leatherman Surge T-shank implements. You can modify these to fit in the Leatherman Surge, but it's not just a drop and drag replacement. Now on the inside, roller markings, pretty nice. On this side, I love this large double-sided bit driver. The ball detent right there locks into place. On this side, the micro driver, the large flat screwdriver. Very nice. I really like this screwdriver. Can opener, wire stripper, bottle opener, the large awl. All these are included. Now, not all these Leatherman Surge clones come with an accessory kit. This one thankfully does for the price. They have these brass-colored replaceable wire cutters with the screws and the spacers. Then there is the tool to do it with, this hex Allen style wrench right there. The bit kit we'll come back to a little bit later. The wood saw, a very aggressive wood saw. The number 24 scalpel in the scalpel holder. These obviously fit in the T-shank adapter. Then in your bit kit, there are a fair amount of varieties here. We have some hex bits, some flat bits, some torque bits, and then some special, I think we used to call these like snake eye bits in the HVAC industry, but some of these special bits right here. I'll try to put up on the screen what all these are if I can find it, but these accessories are included with this tool. Now, this is the big thing. Bibury is trying to sell this for $89. Now, I think that is way too much. Maybe the price will come down. The Multiper, I think, has almost the same exact tool set for about $49, $50, somewhere around there, so almost half price. Now, Bibury is really trying to advertise this as a great new tool. They say the weight has been reduced, and yeah, they're trying to market this as the greatest new thing ever, but I feel like we have seen this before. But let's go ahead and grab the Multiper. The only thing that is really different is the titanium handles. I don't know that that has been on a Surge clone. It's definitely been on the Wave clone. It's very similar to the Rock Tool Gen R. Now, Bibury also does have a version of the Leatherman Wave clone, very similar to this. It's pretty much a Rock Tool Gen R, just maybe without the special knife blade. It might not be quite as good, but otherwise it is pretty much a Gen R. I think they also want around $70 for that, which is about twice the price, again, of the Gen R a lot of times. Yeah, that is a little bit unfortunate. I feel like Bibury is really trying to up the prices, and I have seen across the board how some of the overseas multi-tools are drastically going up in price. Now, the Multiper, as you can see right here, is, yeah, it's basically the exact same tool set. It has pretty much everything we find in the Bibury except the handles. That is basically the only thing. Now, I've added the thumb set and the pocket clip, but otherwise it's pretty much a carbon copy. So the Multiper has the gut hook, the Damascus blade, it has the micro driver. Yeah, the tool set is the same. So let's go ahead and weigh these two and see if Bibury has drastically reduced the weight versus the Multiper. So for reference, keep in mind that the Leatherman Surge is 12 ounces in its normal form. The Multiper is 351 grams, while the Bibury is 317 grams. When we go over to ounces, it's only 11.2 ounces compared to the Multiper's 12.4 ounces. So basically for an extra $50, $40 or so, you save 1 ounce. I'll leave that up to you. You can be the judge of that, whether 1 ounce is worth it, an extra $40. It is lighter. You do have titanium plated. These are not completely titanium. They're titanium plated handles, but that is what is new from Bibury. I think the Leatherman Surge Clone War is heating up, and we will see a lot of new handle colors, materials, and patterns. So definitely keep it tuned because there are pretty exciting tools coming up. If you don't like what you see yet, probably in this next year, you'll find something you love because there are a bunch of new multi-tools that have just cropped up recently. And from what I hear, there are more on the way.